everybody. People are streaming in here.
Welcome.
Welcome everyone to this year's, I guess this is the second. Have we did more than one holiday special?
Second annual.
Yes.
Holiday special.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Go ahead, Lacey.
Tell us where I know, totally. Well, Paul's in the typical webinar mentality, but tell us where you're tuning in from in the chat. And also, it wouldn't be a holiday special if we weren't starting with one of the biggest holiday controversies there is, which is is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I think we have a poll, actually, that we can fire up for this question alone. I don't want to sway votes either way, but my rule of thumb has always been, if there's a Christmas tree, then it's a yes for me. So, but do answer that poll. I can't wait to see if where the animals
very strong. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is no longer a scientific poll there, Lacey.
Seeded the poll with your own opinions. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have people tuning in from Wisconsin and Texas and Michigan. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Kelsey, I cut you off.
No. I think you should just say yes 10 times in a row, and then, that'll help the voting, help the poll along.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
We have lots of places represented here, including someone getting up very early from Australia. Thank you, Stephen, for joining us at the early hour that it is there.
Yeah, wow.
It's very early.
Nova
Scotia, Prince George, Halifax. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Our newer clients, John from Texas. Welcome, John. Great to have you here. All right.
Should we get started? Should we dive
I think so.
in?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Well, I have the honor of emceeing today along with our amazing group of co-hosts. We have Paul Van Meter, founder and CRO. Let's say hi, Paul.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you here.
We've got Kelsey, one of our founders and CEO.
Welcome.
We've got Matt, founder and CTO.
Hey, everyone.
Got Zach Stinson, COO.
Hello, everybody.
Got Adrian, who's our Chief People and Culture Officer.
I know it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Warm welcome to everyone.
And I'm Lacey, Product Manager here at ProShop, and just general Christmas elf. So very excited to be emceeing today and getting to be alongside this great panel. We'll also see we've got some amazing guests along with us from some of our key clients, and we're excited to hear from them a little bit later as well. So we will dive right in. We have a jam-packed webinar full of festivities, and one of the great ways to start is a message from our CEO. So Kelsey, I will turn it over to you.
Oh, thanks, Lacey. I like that. That's a great way to start. That's definitely heartwarming. Well, listen, I am super excited to be doing a second edition of our holiday webinar, and I feel like there's so much to say and so little time, but I want to focus on a few key things. I feel like I have never been more sure about the profound value of manufacturing in our society as a whole. It's the kind of thing that just never gets old. Everywhere you go, everything you look at, everything you do, you realize that there are complex manufacturing processes that follow all of those things that we sometimes take for granted or sometimes, couldn't do without. And our clients across the ProShop ecosystem do all kinds of super interesting things. Any little specialty screws and fasteners to prosthetics to life-saving implants and, space-going superstructures and everything in between, all different ways, and you guys know them in some ways better than anyone else, these underlying fundamental ways in which we support societies and their structure and their running. I mean, without manufacturing, it would be the stone. No, I'm just kidding. But those durable, useful goods that all of our clients make are just profound in the way they empower and support not only all the people who the goods go to, but the communities they operate in and the folks who are employed at those companies. So it was with great pleasure that I had the opportunity this year to visit a whole bunch of different clients and see a lot about how they work inside their companies and spend enough time to see a little more deeply what's really important to them. Every time I connect with business owners, I learn something new. And it's not like I haven't been doing this for a long time, been making parts since 93. And yet I learn something new every time. And that's a wonder to me as well, that we're in such a dynamic and awesome environment that it really is important. Uh, is something that we embrace, and it's a pillar of manufacturing. We also had the great opportunity this year to connect with a partner, and many of you probably heard about that. And they've been an excellent source of business development and resources for us, and really have helped us get into an even more clear understanding of what our business is and how we can serve you better. And I'm sure that next year will bring all kinds of interesting new stuff, including some new products. So I'm pretty excited about next year, and we'll get into the details of that a little later. I won't spoil it for anyone, but thanks for coming to this one. And yeah, hope to see you all, and look forward to getting to more shops and meeting with all of you.
Thanks, Kelsey.
Awesome.
Couldn't have said it any better. Love it. Oh my gosh. That's why we put you up front.
Oh, I see. That's it. Huh? Nice.
Well, who doesn't love a good raffle? So headed in, you do have to be present to win. So we're going to run real quick the list of clients that have joined us today. Our first raffle is going to be for a $25 gift card, which we will email out to you. We do have a raffle at the end of the webinar as well, so stay tuned for that. And it looks like on my other screen, I've got a list here. Looks like our winner today is going to be John David Fonseca. Hopefully I said that right.
Also known as JD.
Nice.
From Total
Congratulations, JD. Super excited. You should see an email from us shortly after the webinar with that gift certificate. So one of the most anticipated slides, I feel like, of today's event, a secret from almost all of us actually on the webinar, there is a special holiday surprise. So I'm going to pass this over to Adrian, who's going to share the special surprise. I was hoping it was a ProShop puppy, but somebody has at least told me it's not a ProShop puppy. So I'm at least braced for that. But over to you, Adrian.
It's actually over to Abra to share that with everyone. That's the first part of the surprise. It's not me.
Okay,
Abra,
hi everyone. Yes, I'm going to share. So this is a little something that Adrian and I put together. I will share my screen here. Just give me one sec. So this is in particular to the SLT team. So SLT team, I hope you enjoy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's coming?
Oh,
right.
no.
Here we go.
Oh, that is awesome.
So,
that's a proper New Jersey diner like I grew up going to. So that's amazing.
I had no idea you guys had moves like that. Been holding
That's
out.
a little terrifying. That's a little terrifying.
Yeah, that's right. That's a lot to live up to, that expectation right there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I will move us then into our 2023 highlights, which I'm very excited to share. I think we're going to kick off with our sales and marketing team and some highlights from there. So let's move into there, and I will pass off to you, Paul.
All right, awesome. Well, it was go ahead and the next slide. It was a super busy year for sales and marketing. We grew the team. We brought on Walt recently, new VP of sales. Super excited about Walt. We did lots of trade shows, lots of visits. In fact, Katie just totaled up, and I think I personally visited like close to 45 shops this year across many countries. So at least 3. So just, yeah, a wonderful time connecting with people, going to events, doing shop tours, did a first trip to Australia, which was incredible. Obviously you can see there, got a even behind the scenes tour of an animal park, which was just incredible, but such a fantastic area that is really growing quickly for ProShop, which is very exciting. So that was a ton of fun. We did our first official trade show in Canada, so very excited for that. That was an awesome one. Had a great happy hour, had lots of clients. And then recently, yeah, you can keep moving on, Lacey, that's fine. We were super blessed to get a manufacturing technology award from the Pacific Northwest Aerospace Alliance for just our support of the aerospace industry in the Northwest. So Brian and I got to celebrate doing that one. And then some other highlights of just actual work that we did. So some of you may or may not know, I know we've not been quite good enough at really celebrating this and sharing it as much, so we're doing that here. We worked with 25 customers with QMS Consulting. We helped 7 of them gain their AS9100 or ISO certifications, and we have 18 more in process, including 2 going for stage 2 shortly. And I believe we have folks here on this call that are in among that group. So, so very exciting there. And then I think we broke a world record. I need to call the Guinness organization and tell them about it probably, but we helped a client, Vanguard Manufacturing, go from signing up for ProShop, literally, which they did before they even opened their company doors, to implementation and passing their stage 2, getting their certification in 2 months. It's an incredible timeline, shows just the power of their ability to execute. Kelly on our team doing the consulting with them, and just the power of having the QMS all in one spot. The Flying Start package is just, it's very cool. And I think we can have that and do less than a month. And we are going to try very hard in the next few months to do that with someone that is also interested in doing that. So
breaking your own record? Is that what we're going for?
I mean, I don't know. Probably if you look at the Guinness record, they won't actually have this listed, but I'm going to say it is a world record, and we're going to keep beating it each time. So, all right, next slide. We also really spent a ton of effort, both internally and externally, with our products in ProShop and features in ProShop on CMMC. For any of you that are in the defense industrial base, as you know, this is going to be really important, a big expense burden, for many of you, but we're trying to make it easier. We are getting prepared. We are on our own CMMC journey and also FedRAMP, so we can make sure we're providing you with the highest security as a company. So there was a lot of work on that. And then, of course, ProShop Safe is a part of that. Yeah, Abra, thank you for dropping in the chat there. If you guys want to learn more about those. So ProShop Safe, which Kelsey named, by the way, great name. Secure access file ecosystem. Just a really revolutionary way to store CUI, make sure it's safe and only accessible to those that really should have access to it. Thank you, Anthony, for that chat. So anyway, that's been a big focus this year, and we'll continue to do that into next year as well, of course. Next slide. We also have some babies. Last year we talked about babies. So this year, who do we have here? Mason Lacey is now 1.5 years old on the left, and I don't know if I know the name of the little tiny one, but that was another newborn to our team. So very cute. Oh yeah. So that is Miller. Lacey was born October 16th. So just a few weeks old. So incredibly sweet. Look at that picture. Amazing. So, all right. And I'm going to hand it off now. That's for the sales team. I'm going to hand it off to Adrian to talk about our people and culture.
Well, that's a fantastic segue because I feel like those babies I'll be adding to my talent pipeline in the coming years. So,
you're already wearing the shirts. So
yeah, exactly. They've got the onesies, so they're already here. That's lovely. Well, warm welcome to everybody. And if you don't mind flashing to the next slide, yay. So we wanted to share our ENPS score. So that's our Employee Net Promoter Score, of course. Most of you will know about that. We got an amazing 73. And so I really wanted to take a moment to highlight that because that really speaks to how well we're doing in terms of culture, how we're supporting our folks. And so our goal is to keep that up for the coming year as well. And so intensely proud. For anyone who doesn't know, by the way, that's an interesting scale. The scale, it goes from -100 to +100. And so anything that's sort of above a 40 is considered a roaring success. So that's why it's in big flashing pink numbers. We grew our team by about 35% this year, which is really exciting. And if you go to the next slide, you can see all of the beautiful faces that we brought on, and lots of folks in Canada and in the States. And then this is, sometimes people ask about the growth of our company and thought this would be a great way to show it. This is sort of where we started, 2013 all the way to 2024. Sort of expected. What we're hoping to bring on this year is another sort of 20 plus people in all areas of the organization. And just is a nice way to show the growth that we've had over our adventures.
Love that.
I think next we'll hear from Matt in product and engineering.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And yeah, thanks Adrian. Yeah, that's that ENPS and just like the retention rates that we have for me are so important for sort of like building a team that has like the context with our product and context in our industry. And you know, I'm hearing Kelsey and Paul mention their site visits. I know that's always been sort of a pretty impactful piece of my journey here with ProShop, which actually is like over 20 years now, you know, working on this product and, you know, being involved in this industry and with, you know, Kelsey and Paul and, you know, ProCNC from the early days. And yeah, I mean, we're building a team, we're growing quick. I think we're at like 25 now on the product development side. We've got a couple of great product managers now, you know, 17 years in the industry, all have been users of ERP systems, and, you know, are really making an impact on sort of translating the problems our customers have into working software. You know, we've really, in the last year, we've gone to a more sort of pod-based approach with our teams, cross-functional, a really sort of, you know, a discovery phase followed by a delivery phase has been really successful for us. We're just in the release cycle of our 5.2.1 release. You know, we've got some great stuff in there, you know, the beginnings, or as maybe like the never-ending modernization of our UI efforts. You know, we released a new product in ProShop Safe. We're coming out with AS9102 Rev C in 5.2.1. We've had a successful launch to our services offering, which is built on top of our API and our custom links and custom views. This is really a way to provide customers with, you know, an avenue to solve, you know, that one problem you might have that, you know, we're just not able to build into the core product, but we want to give you the ability to sort of like have that need met for yourself. And we're always working on performance and stability improvements. So yeah, I think with that, I'll pass it on. I think I'm going over to Zach here.
Yeah, thanks for that, Matt. So this year has been pretty busy and pretty great. So one might think what busy and great looks like for us. So for 2023 year to date, of course, we have onboarded 98 clients so far. Then you combine that with all the advanced training sessions we provide, which resulted in close to 19,000 hours of total client training year to date. So that's quite an undertaking. Another big aspect of that is taking 47 on-sites year to date. And funny enough, I'm actually on an on-site right now. I'm with this amazing company called Cogitic in sunny Colorado. And it is absolutely amazing to connect with these people, showing up, being present, just learning what they got going on. And it definitely helps solidify, some of our magic that we have with these people. To help with the ongoing client support, we have serviced 5,000 client support tickets to date. So we still got a little time to go. So that's an ongoing piece of our client journey, just continuing that with our clients, making sure that we're servicing them appropriately. We strive for the utmost top quality. And this feedback is just critical to our product and our services. So I encourage people to rate their tickets, provide feedback on their tickets. We are listening, and we always strive to do better. This kind of level of service and growth was only possible with the addition of a couple more client support specialists, 6 more implementation specialists, 2 more site reliability engineers, and another cybersecurity specialist. So I really want to give a huge shout out to people and culture team for making this happen. It really couldn't happen without you guys, and I truly appreciate it. Lastly, I just want to thank all of our current clients, our prospective clients, our future clients for choosing ProShop to help them with their journey navigating these complicated manufacturing environments. They don't seem to be getting any easier. And lastly, I would just like to wish everybody a happy holiday, happy New Year's, and really looking forward to an exciting 2024. And I'll pass that on.
Awesome, Zach. Thank you for that. All right. Well, next we are going to hear from the most esteemed guests of this webinar, thoughts and impressions from our clients. And we're going to start with Eric. You go to the next slide, Lacey. Eric from VDH. Eric, thank you for joining us and being on with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for letting me be on here. So hi, everyone. My name's Eric. I own and operate VDH Manufacturing out here in Frederick, Colorado. We are a Swiss machine contract manufacturer. We work in a variety of different industries, including aerospace and medical. 2023 was an interesting year for us. We've been operating for about 2 years, though this was the first calendar year that I've been doing this full time. I actually had a day job until September last year. This was definitely an up and down year. Being a new small company, we really feel that whole feast or famine thing very strongly. But overall, it's been really good. I run day-to-day operations here entirely solo, though I do have a business partner that assists with QMS, IT, and as well as business development. ProShop for us was initially a difficult sell just because of the size of our company. You know, we kind of wondered at first, was something this powerful really necessary for us at the time? Because, you know, we had built out the whole spreadsheets and home-built QMS and file storage, and it worked. But, you know, it was very apparent that it was not sustainable or scalable or efficient or anything. So it was made pretty clear early in implementation that ProShop was definitely the right choice for us. We almost immediately saw more accurate and consistent quoting, time tracking, and way better handling of certs and company files and all that. Our customers were also really impressed with the increased speed of our quoting and the quality of our certs packages that we provided with the parts. Next year, we're definitely looking forward to utilizing more features in ProShop, like metrology tracking and calibrations, as well as equipment maintenance. We're also working quickly towards achieving our AS9100 certification. We got the Flying Start package when we got ProShop, and it's been a huge help. We're also looking forward to having zero accounting integration, which will be a huge help for us. As a company, I wanted to note we're going to be upping our marketing game quite a bit, which we actually met the company we're working with through a ProShop webinar. which was a super cool connection to make.
Awesome.
And we'll be continuing to build both new and long-term relationships with our customers. So I just wanted to say thanks to Paul and the whole ProShop team for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Thank you, Eric. That's awesome. Congrats on the start of your business. We need more shops just like yours. So thanks for doing what you're doing. I think we're jumping next, slide 33, Phil. Phil with Lance Manufacturing, thank you for joining us so much. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, I'm going to share with the audience a little bit about your company and what it's been like for you this year.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure working with ProShop. We've been part of ProShop now, I think fully integrated for about 3 years. We came out of the E2 world, which served its purpose for a period of time. But just one, this wasn't even in my notes, but because, I mentioned where we came from, we just did a repeat job recently for a customer of ours that comes around about once every 3 years. And the last time we ran it was in E2, and it's about 8 different POs making up about 30, 40 different parts, plus tons of subassembly components. And, we just started launching it about a month and a half ago, and it's unbelievable. We're already shipping product. We're already seeing things go out the door. That same project was a nightmare back when we were in the old days. So that was a success story that just came up on the top of my head. In other areas, we're a CNC manufacturer in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. About 25 employees, somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 million a year. AS 9100 certified with the help of ProShop. The ease of using their software, we were able to add ISO 13485 for medical this year.
Awesome.
Another major success story for us has been just in getting CMMC and NIST compliance into our ProShop world. We worked with somebody that could do consulting with us, and one of the first things we did was take everything, all of our policies, procedures, dump them into tasks, set them up in the equipment module to get reminders created, and we've had to be the privilege of sharing it with a few different people, and they've been blown away by what am I looking at? What is this software? What can it do? And when we tell them it's our ERP, it's our manufacturing shop floor management, it's our quality system management, and now it's our cybersecurity management. Yeah, they're blown away by it. So looking forward to adding SAFE to that list. It's in the very near future. So that's what's on the docket for us in 2024.
Amazing, Phil. So happy and excited for you. Congrats on the 1345. That is a tough certification. So awesome. All right. Thank you for that. We are moving on next to Mark at Precision Tool. Mark, thanks for joining us and being here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Glad everybody is able to join. A little bit about Precision Tool Technologies. We were founded in 1993, and we worked mainly in the wholesale optical industry, providing product for prescription eyewear manufacturers, and was a nice niche business. We do also have about 3 or 4 other verticals that we play in, but originally we were an OEM. So a little different than contract manufacturing, a little different than job shop, but we do play in that world also. 2023, I called a year of change for Precision Tool. We found that after we met Paul in Cincinnati at a trade show and decided to switch our ERP system because we wanted to get to a single source of truth for all of our staff. We had lots of good systems that were already in place that dealt with ERP, dealt with QMS, electronic data storage, but they were so fractured that it was hard to get our staff be able to operate efficiently in that world. So we set on the journey of selecting an ERP system. That was about a 6-month test driving, probably 4 different systems, settled on ProShop about October of 2022. We started our implementation training. Big shout out to Michael Hagwood and all of the people that he worked with. He just kept us on task, didn't let us go down all kinds of different rabbit holes that we're really good at here at Precision Tool. Probably not unlike anybody else. But a couple things I just wanted to comment on that I think were really important and good selling features of systemizing is that we made a conscious decision to switch. So there's a reason for that. Initially, we thought, we can kind of tweak this ProShop product to where it's what we should do. That's a mistake. Do it the way ProShop built it out, and then figure it out after that. The other thing that I think was really important that Michael stressed to us was you got to have a ProShop champion in your building, somebody that's going to be the expert, somebody that's going to be the go-to guy. Super helpful in that advice. We did go through we're a 9001 with design. So we did do an annual compliance audit. Next year is our recertification audit. The auditor was very impressed with ProShop. He said, proof is going to be in the pudding, but I don't see any reason that this is going to be a big deal next year. This is awesome. So great job in the QMS. We did do the quick start package, so everything was all kind of built out there for us. And we think that that's going to be one of our real easy successes for 2024. And we're super excited about the ongoing development, all the cool things that are happening at ProShop. So thanks to all you folks for diving in and just keep charging forward. We love it.
Thank you, Mark. That's awesome. Appreciate all your kind words.
Yep.
All right, Pam, come on up and share a little bit about Campbell. And Pam, for all of you, is one of our most long-term, diehard, passionate advocates and friends of ProShop. So thank you, Pam, for everything.
No problem. Thanks for having this annual 2023 review. I think it's wonderful. We've been with ProShop since 2018. So we've been there going on 5 years now. We joined because we were the E2 users that were very unhappy. And we did find, and exactly as Mark just said, you're looking at it going, hey, we can modify this to what we want it to do. But really quickly, we learned as well, follow what they have. They know what they're doing. And we have taken it from 0 to 90. We are like almost 100% there. We bought the Flying Start package. So in 2023, our year in review was we got certified for AS 9100 because we were only ISO certified before then. We were in Southern California. We have been in business since 1996. And we kind of cater to the medical industry, but we'd like to break into the defense and aerospace as well. And so we're getting towards that. And with the help of ProShop, we're doing that. We're now working on our CMMC, our NIST, and eventually 2024 will be our SAFE. What we've kind of taken is in 2024, going forward, our goals are going to be to work on our training and lock that up. We're already entering in 2023 our tribal knowledge, thanks to your recent webinars. That's been wonderful. It's helping our guys that have been here for 20 plus years put their knowledge into that database. And we've got our tool crib. So that just was our 2023 goal. It happened. Our tool crib is up and running. Our sequence detail is in there. And now we're going to, really define our time tracking, because we found in our time tracking, the percentage of labor being split between 3 jobs or 3 work orders at one time was kind of off. So we're getting some odd figures. And so we've come up with something that we're going to take forward for 2024. But I know without the help of ProShop and these wonderful guys, Paul, Zach, I mean, Haiti. There's just so many awesome people, and ProShop has turned out and will keep going future to be the most awesome software I've seen.
Oh, thank you, Pam. Love you so much. Thank you for all those amazing words and all the advocacy over the years. It's 5 years. That is amazing. You are definitely an early adopter, you guys there. So love it. All right. We are moving on next to Cody down in warm Louisiana. Thank you, Cody, for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. Yeah, so I'm Cody Guidry. I'm the general manager over here at Coastal Machine. We're a job shop servicing oil and gas, space, aerospace, and defense industries. Our wins from 23, gosh. Well, I think our biggest thing was our team was able to maintain a 97% on-time delivery while shipping out over 160 orders a month. Really leaning on ProShop scheduling module and some queries. That is a record for us. That is since last year, we really started concentrating on getting that up. So 97% average for the year, which is great. I don't think we dipped below 94% in 1 month. So props to everybody over here on that. And we also see work to increase our supplier on-time delivery. So over the last 3 months, we were able to increase that to averaging 87%. So we've been utilizing ProShop to track all of that information, look at the supplier breakdown performance, all of that. Besides that, we added 2 machines, increased capacity, capability. Then we had our AS9100 surveillance audit last month. 0 majors, 0 minors. We pretty much cut a day in the audit. So he did it extremely fast, and then the last day he actually even did it virtually. So big wins for 23. For 24, really looking into utilizing ProShop just to really dial in our processes after all the extreme growth we've had over the past 2 years. And then really digging deeper to some analytics, utilizing that Power BI connector and try to get some information out onto the shop floor. Yep.
Brilliant. That's amazing, that 97. Yeah, there was a great webinar that Cody and I did a few months ago. So maybe we can get that dropped in the chat if people want to go see the tactical ways that they were able to do that. But yeah, incredible work, you guys. All right.
Yeah, I like
and
that you're
Hernan.
hammering on the vendor side too. That's an critical component of your on-time delivery, right? So good for you. Supplier performance breakdown and understanding where the issues are. That's next level.
Awesome. I do also want to, as Taylor said in the chat, Cody has been an incredible resource on the ProShop forum. Always willing to jump in and share an idea or share a link or share some best practices. So Cody, you're awesome. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's go say hello to Hernan. Yeah, Ricarte Precision.
Hey, Paul, thanks. Appreciate the opportunity, guys. Yeah, so we're just up the street from Pam and Campbell Engineering, about 20 minutes north in Southern Cal. Dear friend Pam and everyone there, and Cody as well. We're far away, but he's always been there to help us through and shed some light on our journey with ProShop. We're a Southern California precision machining company. We've got 26 machines, about 40 employees, and we too are in the aerospace, defense, space, and medical area. And as far as wins for us, like a couple have mentioned, yeah, we've experienced quite a bit of growth, about 30% year over year from last year. We went ahead and purchased another large automated pallet system, another Matsura, which is working out well for us. But as far as ProShop is concerned, we are not as smart as Cody and Pam, and we didn't adopt as early as maybe we should have. We've been on the journey for about 1.5 years, and it's been great. We see ProShop as the backbone of what we do. We always talk about how ProShop is a tool that helps us drive efficiency and accountability in our organization. And for me, accountability is everything relative to growth. Our objective really with ProShop is to ensure that when our machinists are ready to do a job, they've got everything there. There's no excuses. We want to minimize the time that they're running around looking for tools, asking questions, and things like that. And ProShop gives, our guys the visibility, to check if the material's in, is it light green or yellow or what, are the tool lists there, are the instructions there, pictures of setups and things like that. So really, there's no excuse. It's all about accountability. But as far as wins are concerned, in addition to our growth and a few more investments that we've made, we've began to realize how by embracing ProShop has become a part of our culture, and we're realizing that employees that cannot embrace the technology and help us drive efficiency through processes and procedures and their discipline with ProShop, that really lets us know if that employee is a fit here or not. And it's becoming a gauge for employee performance for us. And we've had to make, all of us have to make difficult decisions with employees sometimes, and that is it becomes a difficult decision and a no-brainer. Because if they're not fully on board and appreciating the technology that's available to them, then it's not going to work out. So that's what we're beginning to realize, that it's become such a part of our culture. And when new employees come on board from other companies and they have not been exposed to ProShop, it's you see it in their eyes, and you just further a confidence in what we're doing is right, and we're still small, but we're doing a lot of stuff that some of the bigger companies cannot do. And the other thing I think that we have begun to realize is the integration with other digital technologies that we work with. It's awesome that ProShop works with high QA, works with Datanomics, all these machine monitoring and quality systems, paperless parts we also work with, and looking for an integration there or as well. But it really does help, and to your what you guys say with regard to an ecosystem, it's exactly it. And it's getting to the point where our guys on the floor don't really know the difference now between ProShop, High QA, Datanomics, and all that, because it's all one and the same, all working together. So it's all good, guys. Really looking forward to 2024, looking for more growth, and looking to being as adept and agile with ProShop as Cody and Pam are.
Awesome, Hernan. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, we are going to move next to two pairs of brothers that I just love these guys, Sean and James, starting at Servant Solutions. You want to share a little bit about your year with us?
Hi, everyone. My name is Sean. Unfortunately, James is a little under the weather, so it'll just be me today. 3 years ago, 2020, James and I were both in lockdowns like everyone else. And we were bored. We're like, oh, we always wanted to do CNC machining, or at least some machining, because we're both engineers, so we thought it was cool. And we bought a little Tormach 440, and then fast forward now, we're in our own space with 2 Fanuc Robo Drills and a Datron Neo. So it's been pretty quick growth and kind of out of nowhere, because we both didn't expect to be doing this, but we both fell in love with it and decided, you know what, we're young enough, let's just hop into it and see where it goes. So from my old previous experience, we really didn't know if getting an ERP was going to be the right move. It always seemed like there was a lot of extra work that went into it. It wasn't always like the truth, so you'd have to do digging, and there was still a lot of tribal knowledge, so we were pretty hesitant in looking into it. But then shout out to Tom at RX Industries down in South Carolina. He just randomly visited him and asked if he could stop by. He said sure. So he raved the entire time about ProShop. So we're like, oh, okay, I guess not all ERPs suck. Let's look into this one. And then we started looking into it, fell in love with it. So what we really found is it's a level of accountability for us, because being brothers and it's just the 2 of us, we were able to go really quick, and we had all what was going on in our head, and we had our garage standards, as I call it. But moving on to a shop and trying to onboard employees and everything, it quickly got overwhelming and also not efficient anymore to just have the 2 of us in our head. So onboarded ProShop earlier this year, and that's been able to just blow away all the other standards we thought we had. So we were able to go in, and now we're like, oh, okay, you need a PO, click a button, I can generate a PO. Material traceability, I can all that in a click of a button. So especially just the two of us, it really helps us be able to stay agile and make sure our processes are in place. And also we're leveraging technology to help us. So like any of our machines, like any of the other tech, it's there. Let's leverage it so that we can do more with the few people we have, and then really get the standards set up right in the beginning, so that when we decide to go for AS9100, or when we decide to onboard more people, then we have all that laid out and the foundations there. So ProShop definitely smooths all that out, and it's definitely been the right move and the right call.
Thank you, James. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, I love the chat from Taylor. Faith in the next generation restored. So awesome. And keeping that thread, let's jump next to the Priest brothers, another couple set of brothers that learned about machining through YouTube. So thank goodness for YouTube. Nick, Tanner, welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We
Paul.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we're really stoked, and happy holidays to everybody. My name is Nick Priest with Priest Machining and Assembly. We're located here in Boulder, Colorado, and we started in 2018, primarily serving aerospace and defense here around Boulder. This year's been huge for little internal wins for us. We added 3 new people, including a full-time inspection staff. And we did get our AS9100 this year. We went from ISO to AS, and having been audited a few times in ISO, for the ISO certification, our AS audit was 10 times smoother once we switched to ProShop. We weren't using ProShop previously, and she was almost irritated by how fast it was. We didn't have to leave my office other than to go verify that the things that I showed her on my computer actually exist out on the floor, which was kind of a relief. And then we've been pushing really hard on CMMC this year. We have met 103 of the 110 controls, and grateful for ProShop. We really love it. I'll let Tanner talk more. He's our ProShop champion, and I love ProShop, but he really dives into the gritty details. So
yeah. Hey everybody, happy holidays. My name is Tanner Priest. Yeah, wins for us in 2023. I think one of our biggest ones was definitely getting AS certified. And a huge part of that was, like Nick said, using ProShop. But one of my favorite things that kind of has come to us with ProShop is, like some of the panelists have said, is traceability and accountability. So it really allows us to accurately track heat, lot, cert. We have in-process checks in there, and we know when they're getting done. So that's been a huge one for us. And then on top of that, I think a giant thing for us was really having a proper way to time track things. So we know exactly how much time is being spent on these jobs. We know if we underquoted it or overquoted it, which really allows us to be more competitive with our customer and more helpful in the long run. And then, yeah, I think for goals for us and things that we're looking forward to in 2024, with the AS certification, we're really hyped about just working with more of those customers, because it's one of our favorite industries to serve. And then we're also really looking forward to building and nurturing the culture in our shop this year, and building the guys out to really, really dig into ProShop as best they can. So
awesome. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, congrats on the AS cert. I was just out and visited PMA. It's such a cool shop. Yeah, it's, again, inspires and restores faith in the generation that's going to pick up the flag and raise it high about machining and manufacturing in America, in North America, so, and in Australia. All right, next slide. I think we need to move along quickly. Lacey, do you want to take us here?
I'm so excited. That was really neat to get to hear from the clients that shared. Thank you so much. It's heartwarming, and it's really incredible to hear the impact that we get to be in each of your shops as partners with you. So thank you for that. Carry it with us the whole year for sure. And speaking of years, we are headed into 2024. I'm not sure when that happened, but apparently it's December now. So I'm really excited to pass off to a few of our team here to talk about what to look forward to with us as your partners in 2024. And really excited for the next slide. I get to pass off to Matt, who's going to talk about what's on our roadmap for the coming year.
Thanks, Lacey. And yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah, that was really inspiring to hear those stories and yeah, hear the different sort of product areas get called out. Yeah, just hear some examples of how people are using our system. And thanks for calling out the Xero integration from last year. That was great. Yeah, coming into 2024, you know, again, continuing to try and modernize our UI. That's something we hear quite consistently. We need to be doing, you know, make the system more approachable, yeah, more modern looking, you know, and this will be a, you know, a sort of a continuous improvement effort on our end. Every release, try and up the bar on that level. You know, we're getting back into our bulk processing and editing of, you know, multiple records. Initially, work orders and operations will be where we're targeting. We've got ProShop Safe and features around file classification coming out. We're working on electronic signatures and approvals systems. We're iterating on the 3D model viewer and making enhancements there. We are targeting our initial sort of full module Write API features in the first you know, couple of quarters of 2024. We're dusting off our NetInspect integration, and as mentioned, we've got a Power BI integration that we are beta testing at this point. So yeah, lots of fun stuff, lots of other stuff. We've got this you know, incredibly broad product vision that we try and adhere to. You know, this is this end-to-end mission that we have with like particular depth in a whole bunch of areas that people care about. So, you know, it's always a balance trying to figure out what we should be working on, what's going to be most impactful for customers. And that's really, you know, the role that Lacey fills for us at this point, is helping us kind of make sense of, you know, what we should be working on and, you know, what direction we should point this engineering team in. So yeah, yeah, fantastic. Looking forward to 2024 for sure. Adrienne, I think passing it to you.
Yeah. You know, somebody should remind me next year not to follow you, because like there's no way I can compete with your incredible updates for 24. But I do want to say everything we do on the PNC team is focused on really helping our folks become exactly who all of you need them to be next year, in 3 years, in 5 years. And so that's something that we stay pretty focused on our side. And to that end, one of the things we're really striving for is follow the sun approach to coverage and support. And so that's where some of our hiring is going to be focused in the new year, and also, you know, focusing on upskilling our amazing talent. And if there are things that folks need out there that they're not getting from our team, please let me know. You know, we definitely want to hear about that. It's so heartwarming to hear all the wonderful stories and to know that we're knocking it out of the park for folks. So that's great. And I'll hand it over to Paul.
All right, I will try to make up a little time because we are behind. But so clients on the webinar, you'll be excited to know we are definitely going to be having our first client conference this next year. Still don't know exactly when and where, and whether it's going to be a single big one or maybe a couple on each coast. We'll see. Maybe we'll just crash and make the crawfish boil down at Coastal, like super huge with like hundreds of more people. But it's going to be awesome. Hopefully we are on your list to visit at IMTS. We are going to have quite a presence there. Sarah and I were just working this morning on exactly, space is hard to come by. So whether we have 2 spaces or go up on our current space, we'll have more to show. And then somewhat unrelated but tangential, Machine Shop Mastery, continue to do those interviews every 2 weeks and release just what I think is just amazing thought leadership from shop leaders. I know some of our guests here have been on the show. Thank you all for that. And I'll say it publicly now. Also plan, and no one on the team knows this, to have a ProShop podcast as well. So I'm putting a stake in the sand. That's going to happen as well. And then of course, lots of conferences. So we'll see all of you wherever those conferences happen to be. So next slide, and it's raffle time again.
Raffle time. Well, that's why it's always good to tune into the holiday webinars, because you get a lot of the you heard it here first moments, and that's the exciting part. So I'm jazzed about a ProShop podcast. If it's anything like the Machine Mastery, that's been really neat to get to dive into. If you've been on a webinar with me, you know I will catch up time. So I have over on the side been running our second raffle poll, and we've got this is a $50 gift certificate to be emailed out to, it looks like Mitchell Eaton is the winner for today's webinar. Nice, so excited. So that'll be going to you. And you know what? We are going to wrap on time, and it wouldn't be a ProShop webinar if we didn't end with a poll. I know we've got one more fun holiday poll that's going to go out, I think, shortly. And if I remember correctly, we were debating which one that one was going to be. And I think we ended with, tell us which is your favorite Christmas song. Again, another healthy debate. I won't sway it this time. I know I swayed the earlier is Die Hard a Christmas movie, but I won't sway too much that poll.
There it is.
Oh, good. Headed out now, I think.
The hard one.
It is a tough. Oh, and your favorite Christmas movie. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a write-in. Short answer, so I can only imagine what the results are going to look like for a couple write-ins. Excited to see those.
We will certainly share the results of these in every social channel possible. It's really important stuff.
Oh my goodness.
When the music's going too, thank you for that.
Of course.
Well, yeah, I just, we're about to put up the thank you slide after this. I just want to share just a heartfelt thank you to every client that's spent their time to be on the webinar today, sharing your thoughts about your business and what's your wins this year and what's coming up for next year and how we've been a part of that for you. So it's our mission statement to help shops and in turn their communities really is what drives us here every day. What makes us get excited to build new features and support clients and connect and learn more and why I want to go visit so many shops and just be in person firsthand. So there's nothing more important to that than us, and to know that we've had at least even a tiny hand in the growth of your businesses and helping you make life a little easier, a little less hectic and stressful. That just makes our day, our week, our year. So thank you all for that. And very excited about next year. It's going to be a big year. Going to get to see people more often than ever. It's the best. It really is. People sometimes ask me, they're like, isn't it get kind of tiring to be on, to travel so much and go onto so many shops? And I'm like, for the most part, occasionally I have some challenging visits to make, but for the vast majority of them, it's just like getting a shop tour and getting to hear how much, our team has helped impact their businesses, which is just, I can't imagine spending a more fun time than doing that. So thanks to everyone that's opened their doors to me or anyone else on our team that's visited. Yeah, look forward to a lot more of those in the future.
I've been very, very grateful for the opening doors and getting to hear from people. And I'm also grateful when you tell me things that need to get better or things that, we want to change for the future. As your businesses change, we really want to meet you there. Our long manufacturing history only really works if we keep getting a current manufacturing history. So that's part of our mission and part of what you'll see more of in 2024.
Yes. Thank you all. Yeah. I think we ended on time.
Oh, we did. Right. Nice. And what do we have? See, just so for Christmas songs, we have Jingle Bells, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, White Christmas, Silent Night, Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC. That's a good one, Anthony. Yes. All I Want for Christmas. And then movies, Die Hard, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Story, on multiple people like that one. So appreciate you sharing all that, everybody.
All right.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much
Thanks,
for joining
everyone.
us.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a great
See ya.
holiday
Thank you,
season.
everybody.
Talk
Yeah.
soon.
Have a great holiday.
holidays.